Do you want to intro this one?
Oh, fuck no. I'm not.
You coward.
It's too much pressure. I'm not ready.
Are you sure? You should try it.
Fuck that.
Joe!
Yeah.
Wake up. It's time for the Infinite Meme Machine, a Destiny podcast.
Fuck, I slept
Are you
in.
awake? Okay. That explains the pants.
I mean, yeah. Do you not rock no pants all the time?
I mean, it's quarantine, so yeah, I do. I just, wake up before my alarm so I can put them on, but you apparently sleep in. It's the Infinite Meme Machine now.
Yeah, it is.
And it's such a good name. I'm so happy with it. I'm Matt, and also known as Jan Jinkle.
And I am Joe, or How Tall?
And we're going to be your guides through another fun, less than an hour of, Destiny. What new is? No comment?
Yeah?
Okay. Before we get started, I want to ask everyone to tell your friends about the show because, word of mouth is huge for small podcasts, especially ones that are about a pretty niche thing like a single video game. And one other thing, if you like podcasts and you like entertainment, movies, TV especially, you should go check out Pop Culture Unboxing, which is where I hang out with my friends Ryan and Zach, and we talk about what's new in movies and gaming and TV. Just today, as of recording on Thursday, we released an episode that's absolute chaos, and it's phenomenal. You should go listen.
So, Jan.
So, Joe, what have you been doing in the game? Of Destiny.
Strikes.
Yeah?
Strikes and... more strikes.
Interesting. What have you gotten so far?
Mostly a lot of prisms and golf balls.
Same here. I've done, since reset, I've done 3 of the GMs. And that's literally it.
Those are rookie numbers. You gotta pump those up a bit.
Yeah, I know. Me, Victor, and Thunder were going through them pretty quick last night, but we only had time for a couple.
See, here's your problem. You need people who can commit to like a 10-hour-long strike session.
Yeah, I'm one of those people, but the problem is, and Outer Worlds DLC just came out recently, and I've been playing the shit out of that.
Fair. Can we all agree that this double loot should just be how strikes are normally?
Yeah, that would make them very worth it. I think on my very first one, I got 6 golf balls.
Jesus.
So 20 minutes of my time, I got it all the same loot I do for spending several hours going flawless 3 times a week, 2 weeks. Like, yeah, this is super rewarding.
Yeah. So
and getting exotic rolls on armor, or getting rolls on exotic armor, rather.
Oh yeah, no, it's so fantastic. I mean, I've just been running Masters because I'm lazy and don't feel like running GMs at the moment.
Yeah.
And even Masters, you're just getting so much loot. And the thing is, I mean, in my opinion, resources shouldn't hold you back in this game to the extent that they do currently. And
I agree.
with how unrewarding strikes are in general, like nobody runs strikes unless they absolutely have to. And
yeah.
I mean, this gives us a reason to do it, and I would love to have more than a reason to run strikes, but this 1 week in the season where they're going to give me all of the loot I need to prep for next expansion.
Yeah, same here. That's what I'm, and giving me so much loot that I'm actually having to like masterwork a bunch of stuff just so I don't lose a bunch of masterwork cores.
Yeah.
Or enhancement cores and prisms and things.
Yeah, if there is anybody listening who has not been running strikes this week, please do yourself a favor, especially if you have any interest in trying to run high-level content early next season. Spend as much time as you can grinding through strikes. Even if you have no one to play with and you can only grind out prisms and cores through running matchmade strikes, do it.
Yeah.
it is so much more worth it right now. And if you can run it to the point where your inventory is overflowing and you start taking up postmaster space, even better. But make sure you don't accidentally lose them by not keeping your postmaster clear after that.
Yeah, and keep an eye on your postmaster when you're grinding strikes like this, because it'll get clogged up in a hurry.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be the person that heads into the tower and gets the message that your postmaster's full, and you see that all of your hard-earned exotic stuff is gone.
Yeah.
They also said some sad things on Twitter.
Yeah, so fortunately...
Well, sad for some people,
yeah.
not for me.
Fortunately, we did get a fairly quick update in regards to Truth to Power, but the sad news is that Bungie is not planning to make any changes to make Truth to Power acquirable for those who are nowhere near finishing it at this point, which officially means Chronicler is unobtainable for anyone who is, has more than 2 chapters of that left.
I mean, what? How many 3 weeks do we have between now and then? 2 or 3?
Yeah.
So if you're not within a book or two or a page or two of finishing it, you're out of luck.
Yep. Which
I'm glad I finally did it over the summer, because I finished it last month, I think.
Yeah, I should have committed to finishing it earlier than I did.
Yeah, you should have.
But I mean, it's whatever. Chronicler is a cool title, but I know there are a lot of people that are, let's just say, nettled about this. But
that's a word.
I mean, to be honest, if you've been playing the game since Forsaken and you don't have this yet, it's your own damn fault.
Good way to put it. Yeah, and and again, here is the trademark of Bungie, where they say that they're going to make sure to be more proactive about letting us know about things like this. We'll see if that sticks.
Yeah, I mean, they did give 2 examples, which I do think are really good ones and show that they are at least thinking about this stuff for the future, with them making all GM Nightfalls accessible towards the end of a season. And another really good example is Means to an End. If you run it, it gives you all of the lore pages from past weeks. If you just...
Except for the last book.
Well, yeah, I mean, that book's time-gated, but any weeks you've missed, it doesn't matter, because you just go and keep talking to Eris, and you get all of the books you've missed. So,
yep.
Like, they're obviously making an effort to fix some of this stuff, but we'll see how effective they are over time, because stuff like this, it's very small, whereas something like with Truth to Power or any of the other content that's going away, it gets a little bit muddier. Though, in Bungie's defense, a lot of that content is years old at this point, and of course it's going to be kind of muddy. So, yeah. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see.
What was the other thing they tweeted about replying to the, what was it called? The big cliff top. A mountaintop with a nice purpling gold handkerchief over it.
Yeah. So we found out that, one, very exciting news. We are getting our sandbox update next month, or rather the news as to what the sandbox update for the next expansion will contain next month, which I am tremendously excited about.
110s, let's go.
I love sandbox changes. I wish they happen more often, and that is what it is. But whenever we do get news, I spend way more time than I should just completely devouring and analyzing all the information. At this point, there are a couple things we know that are getting changed. In the tweet where they announced that we'd be getting the sandbox news next month, they, I think it was DMG that had made the tweet, had said that there would be some news as to how Mountaintop would be getting adjusted, which I find very interesting.
Yeah.
I had kind of been under the assumption that Mountaintop wasn't going to get adjusted at all, and that it was just going to sunset out of endgame PvE and PvP activities without being
Yeah,
touched at all.
fuck you, control players. Not controller players, people who play control, which has no light level.
But I mean, this adjustment is way too late. I think anyone who has played the game in, oh my god, however long it's been since Mountaintop has come out,
Season 4, I think.
I think we can
Season
all
5?
agree that it has been broken.
Yeah, season 4. I think it came out with Forsaken.
Jesus Christ. Mountaintop has been broken since the day it came out, and is now getting adjusted right before it becomes mostly irrelevant, which is a little bit silly.
No, it's right after or right as it becomes irrelevant, because all the sandbox stuff is going to come with Beyond Light.
Yeah, which is a little bit silly, but I mean, I would say the majority of the people who play PvP play non-light level enabled PvP. And
Yeah.
I am sure that, well, not all of them, I'm sure there are plenty of them who are very excited at the prospect of Mountaintop not ripping them a new asshole every 10 seconds while they're playing their control games.
Yes.
Now, they gave no hints as to how Mountaintop is going to be adjusted. I'm hoping that they adjust it in such a way that is PvP focused, specifically since it's not going to get used in PvE anymore. But
That's what you think, nerd. I'm not scared.
yeah,
Just kidding. I think I've equipped it like 4 or 5 times since Arrival came out, and then they announced the sunsetting. Like, I've already been using it a lot less.
yeah. I mean, I finally just got it this season, specifically to try to use in my solo flawless for Prophecy, and I essentially haven't touched the thing outside of making sure I'm used to not exactly using it, but not blowing myself up with it.
Just remember, the grenade comes out of the barrel, not the sight.
Oh man.
It's honestly, for any of those, I haven't done any of them. I haven't finished any of them yet, but when I go in them, I take a sniper rifle instead.
It's not a bad idea, especially
Because then if a random thrall gets in my way, I don't blow myself up on him,
yeah, or you
which has happened before.
think you're far enough away from an ogre and you're not, and you just lose your entire flawless run in the boss room. But
That doesn't come from experience or anything, right?
yeah, no, definitely not.
Okay, just checking.
But no, I mean, especially if you have a well-rolled Ikelos with the high impact and fourth times. Yeah, you're
Oh, who? Oh, yeah, that's me.
yeah.
Dude, it's such a freeing feeling knowing that no matter what, like, because I'm farming for a Behringer's Memory right now. Mm-hmm. It's so nice to just be able to instantly delete all the Ikelos snipers without even having to check the perks.
Oh, yeah. I still have, like, I pretty much have perfect rolls for everything I could want from Umbrals from this season, but there are still a few things I can get better. But, like, being able to just delete Ikelos snipers or Martyr's Retribution. I'm still trying to get a good Breach Light. And every time Martyrs comes up, it's just like, yeah, I've already have 4 of these that are perfect. So I'm just going to delete you and
Honestly,
get more Breach Lights.
Ikelos SMG, though, I got a roll that was good enough for PvP and a roll that was good enough for PvE and called it a day. That thing has so many goddamn perks it can roll. It's not even, it'd take forever
Yeah,
to get the god roll for each of those.
I haven't grinded out a good Ikelos SMG. Personally, I just don't like the weapon that much, but I probably should.
Yeah. It's not a bad gun. It just gets outclassed.
Yeah, I'm much happier with my Death Adder.
I have a good PvP one, but I need to find a good PvE one. I need to play more Prophecy. I haven't played a whole lot this season.
Yeah, no, you definitely. Prophecy is, especially, I mean, not everyone is crazy like me and is going to grind out 3 full sets of perfect armor on their main. But,
Yeah, why bother? We're getting transmog.
yeah, but I want to look sexy immediately, not in 12 months when we finally get transmog.
And see, that desire, or that not have, or you wanting the immediate gratification is what's wrong with everyone ever.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna sit over here with my sexy as fuck armor while you look like a
Liz, hey, armor's
traffic
cool now.
cone.
Hey, they released a TWAB today.
They did release a TWAB today.
And you know what they announced, Joe?
Ghosts 2.0.
Let's
About
go.
fucking time.
I don't think anyone saw this coming, except for Bungie, because they did it, which makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm really, really excited.
Just letting that one hang there. Cool.
So I'm really, really excited about this.
Same here. This looks awesome.
Yeah. As far as we know, it's going to function pretty much exactly like Armor 2.0, which I think means I would assume that we're just going to have all our old ghosts stay exactly as they are, and just every new ghost we get is a 2.0 version, just like what happened when Armor 2.0 launched. But I guess we'll see. There is,
Dude, I can't tell you how happy I am that I won't have to keep using the Eris shell. It's been other than when I run Leviathan raids, it's the only thing any of my Guardians ever have on.
yeah, I'm gonna have to go and look and see which ghost I'm actually gonna want to use in the future.
Oh, I already know. Jack-o'-lantern shell. All day, every day.
Ooh, nice.
Halloween is my jam.
Yeah, I don't know. Ghost fashion, so back in D1, I kind of cared about ghost fashion quite a bit.
Of course you did, you nerd.
Well, I mean, yeah. But for Destiny 2, I've pretty much not cared about it the whole time just because the perks matter so much.
Yeah, they really do. And it'll be so nice not having a bunch of ghost shells in my vault and all my characters, just in case I need to, find etheric spirals on the Tangled Shore. Or helium affiliates on the moon.
Yeah, no, it's really nice. There are going to be...
Thanks for not acknowledging the fact that I said affiliates.
I mean, I wasn't going to throw you under the bus, but, you did it
I
to
appreciate
yourself.
that.
So,
But if I didn't do it, someone in the audience would have.
fair point. But, I mean, we're going to get... Let's see. They said that every ghost shell except the generalist shell, which I'm guessing that's the one you start with. I don't remember for sure.
That's the original one. That's the one that, unless you pre-ordered, was the only one anyone ever had in D1 year one.
But they will have 4 mod
And also,
slots.
why not the generalist shell? What if I want to go back to basics?
Well, I mean, fuck you and your opinion, apparently.
I guess so.
The Bungie said it, not me. So, but all ghost shells except for the peasant one will have 4 mod
Excuse
slots.
me. I'll have you know, my hunter is still using just the original ship because I just love it, and I also have a Mega Bloks version of it sitting behind me. So,
I mean, I'm assuming you mean the OG D1 ship, which
yes, the Arcadia class,
which looks pretty fucking hot. So I don't think anyone can blame you there.
Here's the thing, though. I swear to God, if these things need masterwork, or if they need Ascendant shards to masterwork them, there's going to be hell to pay.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they will. I would be astounded if they don't, to be honest.
Oh my God. I'm glad we're grinding them out now then.
But you're only ever going to need one.
I mean, technically, but I'm lazy, so I'm going to set up a ghost for Crucible. I'm going to set up a ghost for strikes. I'm going to set up a ghost for just general purpose. And that's going to cost me money, dude.
Yeah, but
I'm not made of golf balls. I kind of am, but I'm not really.
I mean, after this week you are. But no, I mean, it shouldn't be too bad. At most, you'll have to have, 3-4 ghosts now as opposed to 50.
Per character, probably, because who wants to transfer them between characters?
Oh my God, you are so lazy.
You're right, I am. I also forget if it's not right in front of me like that. I'll do like 10 strikes and be like, oh, I was never wearing my strike ghost. I guess screw me. I don't get those materials or experience.
See, this is why you have to use something like Dim to maintain loadouts for all your characters.
I can't be bothered to set it up.
See, that's that.
It all comes back to the laziness.
Yeah, exactly. But
I just want my loot handed to me. I don't want to have to work.
I get that. I really do.
I know you do. But yeah, they're gonna have 4 slots: experience, tracking, economic, and activity.
The activity slot will require masterworking to unlock.
Or as the cool people are gonna call it, the economic. I don't know. I had something and then it all fell apart. Just go on.
The experience slot will have stuff like guiding light.
I've done enough podcasts that I know how to derail them real quickly.
Yeah, you do. The experience slot will house perks like guiding light with other greater increasing options. The TWAB showed a perk called blinding light, which is a 12% boost to XP at the cost of 6 energy. The tracking slot will have stuff like treasure hunter or the planetary material scanners. One of my favorite things from this whole change is all of the planetary material scanners are being folded into one perk.
Yup.
For all destinations.
So here's my guess. They specifically said that like a guiding light treasure hunter ghost is still going to be possible. So what I'm guessing is that you'll be able to equip guiding light for the 10% for 5, and treasure hunter will be another 5. But then if you want all XP all the time, you have to do blinding light and then settle for something else.
Yeah. How much is guiding light now?
Nothing. It just comes on shells.
No. I mean, what percent boost?
10.
10. Okay.
Yeah, and so like I said, we can all take off our godforsaken arrow shells.
5 energy and then
probably you could probably spend more energy to see them from further away, like the Segura shell.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Which is 70 meters as opposed to the normal 20, 50. It's not as much as you'd think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is 50. No, I was wrong. I lied. Don't listen to me.
You absolute bitch.
No, stop. Just keep going. Don't acknowledge it. I don't want to be told when I'm wrong.
The economic slot will, like, it seems like it's going to have scanners for stuff like Glimmer, Scavenger, token scanners, whatever. But the interesting one, well, more interesting than the economic slot, because who the fuck needs Glimmer?
I like Glimmer. I like money.
I mean, just have 10,000 ships or sparrows in your vault that you can dismantle.
I have 120. Is that enough?
Jesus.
I'm not even done.
Oh my god.
I'm going to buy more toward the end of the season.
You're insane. You're not.
I just want to be ready, dude.
All right, fair. The
activity slot.
Yeah, the activity slot will have activity-specific mods. For example, the TWAB shows a perk called Greater Core Harvester. The Vanguard one, specifically, where you get a higher chance of getting in prisms from defeating strike bosses. It looks like, my guess is that as you go higher, like it probably starts as cores and then becomes prisms at a higher level. The one that they showed in the TWAB specifically cost 6 energy, and it had this text on it that said that the mod is fragile and will expire at the end of season 15, which leads me to believe that it is either one of two things. It is either going to be in the seasonal artifact, or it could potentially be a reward for completing some playlist specific objective that you would have to complete each season to get it again. Personally, I hope it's the last one.
Yeah, same.
But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. And it looks like on that, you can run a little Babby XP generator, maybe and that looks like a treasure hunter thing of like small. So maybe it's like 20 meters. And then the other one is Glimmer, so you probably, killing enemies gives you a chance to get Glimmer. And then you slap that bad boy on there and you get an enhancement Prism if you kill a boss, maybe.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, people have been clamoring for customizable ghosts for a long time.
Yeah.
So to finally have this is going to be really satisfying. I mean, like, it's going to be the kind of thing where, unless some new fancy ghost shell comes along that I really want to use, I'm going to have like 4 that I use ever. And then that's it, and it'll never change. But it's nice.
Well, speaking of new fancy ghost shells, we're finally getting one from the raid after all these years.
It's
the first ghost shell from a raid since the tendies from Levy, and the first, I assume, legendary ghost shell since I believe Wrath had one. If not, King's Fall definitely did.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if... what if it's literally just Contender Shell version 2.0? That would be really cool.
Oh, maybe. And it just says, hey, do raids, get loot, enjoy.
Yeah,
that's literally the description at the top of the ghost, by the way, is what it'll say.
It would be nice. Either way, having a ghost shell that is themed after the raid itself is something that honestly should have never gone away. Like, that should just... It's one of those things I will never... I hate saying stuff like this because as someone who has no experience in game development, I like not to assume how easy or hard something is. But it feels like we should just always have a ghost shell that is themed after every raid we get. And I see no excuse as to why that shouldn't just happen.
Pit of Heresy, Sparrow is knocking at your door right now. Do you hear him? He wants to come in. He says, "You know why," and then leaves.
Yeah, my broke ass can't afford to buy 2,000 silver every time I want something.
Imagine being broke. Couldn't be me.
Yeah. But either way, it's really exciting.
And I assume if I need to, I can always pull out the Eris shell and use it. Like, I assume those mods aren't going, like, those ghosts they're not just going to take them away from me.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I wonder how fast I'll actually move over to, I guess, Ghost 2.0. Actually, it'll entirely depend on whether or not I find a ghost I really, really want to use in my collections. Because I believe you will be able to pull shells from collections at 1 energy and then build them up from there.
That makes sense. And it'll be easier than armor, or it'll be better than armor because at least you're not, getting a stupid roll on it. It's literally just the energy.
Yeah. So that's going to be really nice. People will be able to finally use whatever the fuck they want without having to worry about
It's
anything.
good that in D2 the ghosts learned to not get in the way of the bullets so that they didn't count toward our armor rating. So, which apparently they did in D1. They didn't do it at first, and then they did. The D2 came around, and the ghost said, it'd be neat if we just didn't get shot at.
Yeah, it's a good thing I never cared about getting to max tier. What was it, tier 12 in D1?
I got close. I had T11 on most stuff.
Yeah, same.
I think I was looking through my D1 vault again recently. I don't think I have a roll under 97%.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, you are way closer than I was.
Yeah. And the last thing about these, most of the mods will be available immediately. Probably a lot of the Armor 2.0 ones were. They were just there, and then you earn more of them from doing activities. Since there's probably a lot less than there were armor mods for Armor 2.0 or for Armor 2.0. I assume all of them are going to be activities instead of going to Banshee and being like, "Hey, bitch, teach me how to make my armor better." Here's gun parts. And well, I shouldn't say ever. They said they won't sell them through Eververse. Which honestly, it's strange that they would say they weren't. Like, we I think the default assumption is that they wouldn't.
Yeah, with all this talk about removing all of these things from Eververse, what the fuck are they gonna sell in Eververse now?
I mean, I don't know, the ornaments and things like that.
I, for one, am hoping that we get way, way more dance emotes, but maybe that's just me.
How many do you need? We have
All
enough.
of them.
What
I,
dance do you want that's not in there already?
all of the dance emotes from D1.
Okay, fair. I want to be able. What is the one? I want to be able to dab, just dab, not the dab dance, which is still good. And I also, ironically, want the floss emote, not because I want to floss, but because I want to ironically do it.
Yeah, I want the Carlton back. I want the Thriller dance back. I really want the Thriller dance back.
That's a good one.
Like, it's not that emotes in D2 are bad. They're not. There's a lot of really, really cool emotes. But for me personally...
You know what else they should do? Six-person cowbell.
Just,
Where's our six-person emotes?
just upgrade the existing cowbell. Make it the first six-person emote.
Yeah. Do it. Cowards, you won't.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll see. But, yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're going to put in Eververse, but we'll find out.
Listen, I'm fine with it. It's not like they don't make boatloads of money already. We're very, like, antagonistic to Bungie already. We came in hot on this show.
Yeah, but it comes from a place of love.
If you want us to ease off Bungie, send someone to us to guest on our show, and we will ease off and be nicer. And also maybe, like, I don't know, email, like, send you a card or something. I don't know. I can't be bothered. Joe will do it. Like, I literally can't be bothered.
I'll bake you a cake and send it to you.
That's a lot more than I would offer. I'll say nice things if you come to me. That is the exact amount of effort I am willing to extend here. Hey, we're having giggles and all that. You want to talk about something sad?
I guess we have to.
We do. In the TWAB, they told us that Matt Helsum of Vicarious Visions, which, if you don't know, is one of the studios that helped Bungie out for year one and I believe in a lot of year two. Notably, Vicarious Visions pretty much single-handedly did the Warmind expansion. He passed away last year, and so to honor him, Bungie is putting in a quest that'll start next week, Tuesday the 22nd, which will take us on a short quest on Mars to honor him.
Yeah,
so that should be fun.
I definitely miss, man. I miss Bungie having all of those additional studios working with them. They did so much fantastic work that I still feel like people don't fully appreciate.
Yeah, Forsaken ruined every other Destiny expansion.
Yeah, but
it's like none of them are going to be that size again.
Even from a lore perspective, you know, I mean, like, we finally got, like, one of the big things, like, finally having the identity of the Exo Stranger, like, given to us the way it was in Warmind was so fucking cool, the way they did it.
And then Bungie is finally saying, fine, we'll put her back in the game. Quit complaining. So let this be a lesson. Keep complaining. They'll do things eventually.
Yeah, just don't be assholes about it.
I can't wait to find out that she was in fact talking to us in D1.
My guess is still Mara.
Well, okay. Just decide to be wrong then, and we'll move on.
All right, we'll find then.
You seem more excited about this than I was, so you can go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah, so the last bit of really interesting news is, I mean, we'd known about this already, but D2 and all of its expansions are officially coming to Game Pass and will launch at 8 a.m. Pacific on Tuesday.
September 22nd still.
Which, to me, this is a really big deal. It's maybe not as big of a deal as when the game came to Steam or when it came to free to play, but it's undeniably going to bring a lot of new people into Destiny. And
Yeah.
if you see, especially after this, if you see random blueberries wandering around in like the EDZ, not looking like they have any idea what's going on, send them a message, see what happens, maybe help them a bit.
Yeah.
It's a good way to add people to your clan, add people to your group. And I mean, let's face it, New Light is garbage, and the best way to help new people get into the game is to do it yourself.
I can't wait until they fix the New Light stuff. I recently did it. I recently rebooted my Hunter, and oh my god, New Light sucks.
Yeah.
It's like they assume that you're gonna have a friend to guide you through it.
Yep, that's
It
exactly
doesn't
what
tell
it
you
feels
anything.
like. Yeah, no, I when I was when I rolled because I was curious to see what it would be like to roll into comp with a free to play account.
Cammy Cakes did it, which means you should be able to too.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm nowhere near as good as Cammy is, but
You just don't believe.
yeah, well, I mean, I can't compare to God himself. I'm sorry. But yeah, no,
Okay, you can compare yourself to me. I'm fine with it.
but no,
You don't know about that, do you?
no, I don't.
If anyone from here listens to Pop Culture Unboxing, you already know about the running gag / truth that I legitimately think I'm God. Strike that. I know I'm God. And Ryan, actually, I'm pretty sure it made it on. I forget if it was on the main show or the pre-show, which the pre-show is not available to anyone yet. But there was a lengthy point of time where Ryan introspectively was talking about how he legitimately worries that I might actually be God, and that when he dies, he's gonna go to heaven, and there I'll be, saying, "You did it."
If I die, go to heaven and see you, I might just kill myself.
Good luck. There's rules against that in heaven. And what are you gonna do? Disobey God?
Bet.
Okay. See you in hell. I'm Satan too. Surprise.
Oh,
Due to the extended season, clans aren't going to be able to get XP or go to or Hawthorne's weekly bounty because something broke. And if they were to fix it, it would delete all of the or the ranks that you've already gained. It'll be fixed when Beyond Light comes out. I don't
pouring
really
out
care.
for all the extra materials we aren't going to be able to get anymore.
Yep. You see my screenshots. I have 10,000 enhancement cores. I'm not worried.
Oh my god, you're fucking insane. And then in I guess this week's installment of Destiny is filled with spaghetti code. Apparently, Fellwinter's Helm changes the Warlock Solstice armor glow that you have equipped to another one. Don't ask
So
me
bizarre.
how. It just does. So I guess that will be getting fixed at some point soon. But
I mean, if something like that is trending is toward the top of their 2 known issues thing, they're in a good spot because yeah, that's not a whole lot of issues. What's this hotfix fixing though?
I think the hotfix is so backtracking to the Game Pass thing. When D2 launches on Game Pass, initially Forsaken and Shadowkeep will not be available, but 2 hours later, hotfix 2.9.2.1 will go live, and you will have access to that content.
So that's what they're fixing.
Yes. And I guess our final piece of news for the people who care.
Honestly, I think this is the most exciting part of the episode. If you've been tuned out, this is the time to tune in because this is big news, boys. I don't think you're ready. The scream this from the hilltops, even the mountaintops. Go to the top of the mountain where the sensei lives, push him off, grab your bullhorn, and shout to the entire planet, Joe
triple infamy next week.
Let's go. Drifter, I want those points. Give me those. I don't care.
No, I mean, if you somehow have managed to not get dredging, like if you've been living under a fucking rock, get your resets so you can get dredging if you care. But
or get your triumphs done that you won't be able to. Most of them you won't be able to do this season.
But I'm pretty sure everyone who gives a single fuck about Gambit is already doesn't care.
Yeah, we already have it. I already have Reckoner. That's all I need. Still the rarest title. People wonder why I don't wear my Flawless title all the time. It's because Reckoner is still the rarest, and soon it will be locked in as the rarest.
Yeah, I don't think anything will take its crown.
I'm ready.
The
worst part is, though, it doesn't show skill. It just shows that I'm a masochist.
Yeah.
There's a reason that our friend Victor just calls it depression.
It is astounding how accurate that is.
Yep. Is that it for the show? Are we done already? That really was under an hour. Gee willikers.
Apparently.
Guys, I've been Matt or Jan Jinkle. You can find me on Twitter at 2 different places. You can find me at Matt Ross VO or at Jan Jinkle. Is there an underscore there? I can never remember. Let's check. You can also find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Jan_Jinkle. And you can also find me on YouTube if you at Jan Jinkle.
And then I have been Joe or How Tall. You can find me on Twitter at How Tall It Would, where I don't say anything important and mostly just retweet random cute and or annoying things. Or you can find me on Twitch also at How Tall It Would, where I pretty much exclusively speedrun. Currently speedrunning The Messenger. If you are remotely interested in speedrunning, please come hang out. We have a good time. I try not to be bad at the game and ultimately fail.
Yep, and on my Twitch, I don't stream Destiny all that often, but like recently I've been streaming Outer Worlds. In the near future, I'm planning to do a RimWorld stream. I stream CS:GO semi-regularly, and at some point in the future, I'm going to have a stream where I get 5 people to try to teach me how to play Crusader Kings all at the same time. And then if you want to follow this show, you can follow it at Meme Machine Cast on Twitter. And also tell your friends. And I think that about wraps up the show. Did you enjoy yourself, Joe? There's a correct answer.
A damn good time.
It was incorrect. I'm sorry. You had a miserable time and you're very sad. Go back to bed, you naughty boy.
Well then, I guess nighty-night, everybody.
Bye. I love you.